It's Tuesday, the 11th of February, and yes, I'm back. This is Chels Daft, and this is going to be your home of all the Chelsea news updates. Normally, in a 5-minute news video, today's going to be a little bit extended. And the reason it's going to be extended is to talk about the absolute dross that people have been spouting on social media, the ridiculous speculation, the ridiculous criticism and comment. I'm just fed up with it. So I've just got to do a video. I have to get my frustrations out. If you can relate to that, stay tuned. Smash the hell out of that like button. I'm looking for 200 likes today. And let's get cracking. So, it's been a difficult period. We can all agree with that, with Chelsea. But again, we have to go back to the beginning of the season and what our expectations were. We'd lost Eden Hazard. We brought youngsters into the team. We got a new management team who's inexperienced somewhat. And we took a chance. But we knew that hopefully we'll get it right. And if we could get it right over 2 or 3 years, we'll be in such a good, strong position with the players at an age they are now, 2 or 3 years further on with first team football, what we could be. So we decided that we'll take top 6 challenge would be fantastic. If we can finish top 6, if we can get anywhere near the top 4, it'd be amazing. And that was our view beginning of the season. A long-term plan, long-term project. We're now sitting here in the first ever 2-week break in the Premier League, and people are moaning like Mary Hell. They're whinging, complaining. People should be sold. People should be dropped. I can't believe this player this, this player that. We're 4th in the Premier League. We're 2 points clear of Sheffield United, believe it or not, with a game in hand. We're ahead of Man United. They're in a state. They need at least 6-7 players. Arsenal, mid-table, they're in a complete mess. They need 6-7 players. We're in a good, strong position, and we know that we've got the nucleus of a squad that's going to be together for a huge period of time. And I just don't understand it. Just think about the last few weeks. Kepa should be dropped, should be sold, should be shipped out of the Premier League, out of London and come nowhere near Chelsea again. The guy is a goalkeeper. Goalkeepers are highlighted for their mistakes. Not often are they highlighted for how good they are between the sticks or how they just do things that just become natural, making saves, blocks. Every single mistake they make is scrutinised and highlighted and blown out of proportion. Kepa's had a dip in confidence. He'll be back. There's no need to panic. We saw Willy Caballero come in. Erratic. That's all we can say. He's always been erratic. To go off of his line chasing the ball he didn't need to chase against Leicester to then concede the goal and give them an opportunity, 2-1, shows you what Caballero is like. Now Chelsea need to bring a replacement for Caballero in that's going to provide competition for Kepa. Now apparently we've run the race for the Ajax star, the goalkeeper. £34 million, 23-year-old goalkeeper, Andre Onana. Will Ajax want to sell him? Is really the investment we made in Kepa just going to be thrown out the window? I can't see it. Then we go to our defence. Cesar Azpilicueta should leave the club, should be dropped. He is a stalwart and our captain. Again, form can go up and down. But for the most part, he's been consistent. After a dodgy start beginning of the season, he's got himself back together. And at the moment, he's going to fill that left-back position because Reece James has come in and has been outstanding. Then you look at the criticism we've got at the moment playing Rudiger and Andreas Christensen. Go back to the beginning of the season. Beginning of the season when you looked at Chelsea's squad, our best 2 defenders was going to be Rudiger and Christensen all day long. Kurt Zouma's come back in and has done well. Again, after a dodgy start, has done really, really well and is unlucky not to find himself in the side. Fikayo Tomori has been great. His use of the ball needs to improve. He's been great, but he's had the exposure in the first team and he's still pushing for a place. For me at the moment, I would go Rudiger and Tomori as my main 2 at the back, based on performances, based on pace, but we all said beginning of the season, Christensen and Rudiger were going to be the number 1s. So to our midfield now, and everything's now focusing back onto Jorginho and the situation with Jorginho in the team. Now for me, and I've said this before, We can't play the two in midfield. Doesn't work. We can't play 4-2-3-1. We need to play 4-3-3 or follow Sheffield United's way. 3 centre-backs, 3 midfielders, 2 up front and 2 wing-backs. That's what we need to do. For me, 3 midfielders all day long. And if you think about the way that we've obviously been conceding goals and things like that, switch N'Golo Conte into the Jorginho role in front of the back 4. Stick Jorginho and Kovacic next to Conte. Jorginho can still do his passing. He can still be an influence. Just Conte will give us that much more protection in front of the back 4. And Mateo Kovacic, what can you say about him? But with Jorginho, with a long break, what happens? Agents get involved. Situations occur where they're asked for quotes and they give these quotes and all they do is fuel speculation. I wish agents would shut up during the season. Apparently he's now talking about the fact that Jorginho would be happy to leave Chelsea and have a reunion with Maurizio Sarri, where 4 months ago Jorginho's banging on about the fact that I'm not a Sarri man, I'm my own person, blah, 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 blah. Tell your agent to shut up then. Easy. Then we move forward to big news that Ruben Loftus-Cheek is on his way back and he's training with the first team. He come for a game behind closed doors last week, which is great news and great to see. But we cannot rush him. It's important. We cannot rush him back in. And where's he going to fit back in? For me, I think at the moment you could possibly drop Jorginho when Ruben Loftus-Cheek is fully fit. Conte at the base, Kovacic, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. There's your midfield 3. So, moving further forward, Pedro. Pedro given a chance against Hull, absolutely useless. Last game he played, he was actually not too bad. He was decent, but he looks like he's on his way in the summer. So, we need to move away from Pedro when Christian Pulisic is back in. Pulisic has been outstanding, and we miss him since he's been injured. Then you move to Willian, and Barcelona came in with a bid and Chelsea rejected it. Willian wants to stay. He said he wants to stay in London. He loves it at Chelsea and London, and he wants to sign a new deal. Reports are he wants 3 years and Chelsea have given him 2. Willian, cave. Take the 2 and hopefully get another extension after that, if you're still playing well enough to be in the first team. Now, this might be a little bit controversial, but Mason Mount for me, I think we're in danger of burning the kid out. I don't think he's anywhere near as effective as he was at the beginning and in the middle of the season. Yes, he had 2 assists the other day against Leicester, but his actual contribution is not the same at the moment. I would bench Mason Mount. 4-3-3, I would put Mason Mount on the bench, turn him into a bit of an impact player for the next few weeks, and when they're fit, Pulisic, Willian are either side of Tammy Abraham up front with the 3 midfielders that have to play. That's what I would do. That's just my opinion. Callum Hudson-Odoi needs to do more for me. He's beginning to get back to the form that we saw last season, where he's beginning to take people on and becoming a real influence, but he's got to do it more often. He's got to do it consistently. Stop pulling his shorts down and making his shorts all right. Every time you see him, he's mucking about with his shorts. Get on with the game and do what you can do, because what we know you can do is fantastic. He's beginning to show that, and that'll be key between now and the end of the season. So up front, Olivier Giroud wanted to go. He couldn't go because we couldn't bring anybody else in. So Giroud's still here. So we need to use him. In certain games and certain situations, Olivier Giroud can be a real influence, a real handful. Let's use him. Let's use all 3 strikers, because we're struggling for goals. Michy Batshuayi is another one. Should be pushing for a start. Should be starting some games maybe. He's lethal in the box. He's shown that. He can score goals. Should we keep him on the bench and just settle for coming on as a sub? Or give him a go? Put Tammy on the bench. It's a situation we need to think about. But we need to start rotating these 3 forwards now in these big games coming up. Next 3 games. United, Monday. Following Saturday, Tottenham. Week after that, Bayern Munich. These are big games, and we need some experience in there with cool, calm heads. Batshuayi, Giroud. As for Tammy Abraham, been outstanding this season. Has been above and beyond what we thought he was going to be. Again, but we can't put him at risk of burnout. You know, if he's not scoring goals, if he's having a little bit of a dodgy period, take him out the firing line. Give him a rest. then bring him back in. So to the transfer window update, and apparently, according to other reports, Marina Granovskaya and Frank Lampard have fallen out. Everything's in turmoil. Petr Cech's not doing his job. The Chelsea board are now up in arms because they've paid 76 million for Kepa, and apparently Frank Lampard wants to get rid of him, so there's a big falling out. It's absolute rubbish. Oh, and then, by the way, Roman Abramovich has now got 2 months to sort out the redevelopment at Stamford Bridge, or they're going to pull the plug on planning permission. So it just gets better and better for us, doesn't it? It's just such a negative period. I don't understand it. I really, really don't understand it. So to the transfer window, and was a non-event for Chelsea. Now, there's got to be a reason for it. I've said before, in January, players' values go sky high because clubs don't want to lose their players. Now they know Chelsea have got bucket load of money, that estimation has probably gone up again, nearly doubled. So Chelsea not be held to ransom. So just accept it. Our squad is good enough now to challenge for the top 4. We know that. We've been there, done it this season so far. We've got the addition of Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Let's not panic. And those names are still going to be linked with Chelsea as when it comes to the summer transfer window. What's interesting to see is Dries Mertens' agents come out and turn around and said, oh, he'd definitely consider a move to London. Funny that, because if he wanted to do that, and if Chelsea actually registered their interest, which we believe they did, he would have jumped at the chance, but he doesn't want to do that because he wants the record in Napoli. Fair play. But I'm talking about money. I'm talking about values here. Chelsea offered 8 million for Napoli striker Mertens, who's for free transfer in the summer, and they wanted 32 or 34 million. They're not going to do that, Chelsea. Not going to be held to ransom. We're going to see more of this speculation between now and the end of the season. Just make sure you filter out what is complete nonsense to what is all right. I just want to wrap up this video today talking about the Chelsea youth team. And the Chelsea youth team thumped Wolves 7-0 in the Youth Cup yesterday, with Tino Anjorin scoring an absolute worldie. Now, look, go to my Twitter, Chels Daft on Twitter. You'll see the goal. It is absolutely brilliant. And congratulations to the Chelsea youth team. That's it from me. Tuesday, 11th of February. This is the Chels Daft extended video today. The first one for a few weeks. Had to get things off my chest. If you feel the same as me and you like the video, do me a favour. Smash the head out the like button and then hit that subscribe button to make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of these videos coming out. I'm back every Monday to Friday, 12 o'clock UK time, with the 5-minute news and other extended videos now and again, like this one. And I just trying to be real. I've got a full-time job. I work full-time, which is why sometimes it's difficult. I'm recording this video at 7 o'clock this morning to try and get these videos done. I really do appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Let me know what you think about anything discussed in it. I'll see you all tomorrow.